you want.
Good evening, Chair and fellow people. Members, that's right. Is that the right place? I'm actually not sure who I admire in life. However, I guess there are some people, like, I've had a lot to do with horses through my life. I've always wanted horses and I have got horses. And through one stage of my life I did learn how to do animal communication, horse whispering, and the common phrase now. I did equine assisted therapy with my horses, and they are amazing animals. And so I guess somebody like Monty Roberts, who was the original horse whisperer, people know who I'm talking about, he trained horses, and he also used the same theory or philosophy that he did with his horses with orphan children, with children, troubled children. He actually took them into his home, and he fostered a lot of children, and he treated them in the same way that he treated the horses. I did the body language with the horses. One of the things that he did was watch the wild horses and watch how the horses interact with each other. And what they do with a new horse that comes into the herd, they will chase it out of the herd until that horse turns round and lowers its head and licks and chews and becomes subservient to the others, and then they allow it to come into the herd. And it was amazing to be able to do this with my own horses, to actually work out this relationship with them. And now that I'm talking about this, there's one horse who sadly had to be put down last year, and his name was Fresco, and he came to me as a 2-year-old, and last year he was 29 years old. And for the last 2.5 years of his life, he actually I live in a mobile home, so he was allowed to live in like the garden around my mobile home, because he had to have his teeth had worn away, and he had to have 3 feeds a day. And he'd come and open the door. The first time he did this, we were sat watching telly, and the door opened, flung open, and it was the horse going, "I think it's supper time." And he'd look at me through the window, or if I went down the front to let the geese out or shut the geese away, he'd walk down the drive with me, and he'd walk back up the drive with me. And I do miss him. I do miss him, because I had such a strong relationship. I can't remember ever recently putting a head collar or anything like that on him. He literally just followed me. If I called him, he would come. And I can remember one day the vet came for a different reason, and she was driving up the drive, and I was walking along with Fresco walking next to me, as I say, just walking next to me, and the vet stopped, and she sort of directed me to come forward, and I went, no, you come forward. And I literally stopped dead, and the horse stopped dead beside me, and then she drove and parked there, and she got out and went, "That trained horse." And that really comes from people like Monty Roberts. Thank you.
Thank you. That was good.
That was too long.
Well, yeah.
I think it's fine.
It was, but it was something that you were very, very emotional about. It's your horse.
You didn't hear us complain.
No?
No.